They look right. Just a bit of movement out wide. Settles, racing, and it was Deep Respect. He fluffed the start by a good 7 lengths. Ocean Alps the first out. Daggers Berry going forward on the outside, trying to offset that wide draw. And shortly after the start, Daggers is going to find the top and find the rail rather easily. 2 lengths clear from Ocean Alps in second. Italian Riviera third. And Sevens has got up to fourth on the outside of Yoshino. Eye of the Eagle around midfield, the rails. Then Pipistrel, Blanton's Run. 2 lengths away, Pasima. Further back to Larrikin Rogue, Northern Decree, Scarlet Prince. And 4 back, Deep Respect last of all. Daggers a bit fired up with the blinkers on. 700 metres left to run. Leads by 2. Sevens quickly moves up to second now to eyeball the leader as Berry tried to pinch a breather there. 3 out Pipistrel. Then Ocean Alps and Italian Riviera the next pair. Yoshino, Eye of the Eagle. Further back to Blanton's Run. Pasima's a mile back. Larrikin Rogue, Scarlet Prince. Further back to Northern Decree and last Deep Respect. Daggers in front. It's stop-start tactics. Leads by a half to Sevens out after it now. Then Ocean Alps, Pipistrel, Italian Riviera, and here's Pasima winding up out wider on the track. Daggers with a kick though at the 100 metres mark, leads by 2. Pasima runs to second. Daggers clear though, and Daggers is going to get in. Great front running ride by Berry. Beat Pasima. Third, Larrikin Rogue, pinching runs late. Sevens fourth. Further back behind those, Eye of the Eagle, Pipistrel. Then Yoshino. Next in Blanton's Run, Scarlet Prince, Italian Riviera. Northern Decree, Deep Respect. He made a mess of the start, and Ocean Alps one of the last in.
7, 1 and 17, the favourite. He was getting out in the market, but they backed him late. And Daggers has crossed and led a little bit keen out in front in those blinkers. But he's too good. He hadn't won since, well, a long time ago. He's just broken a run of 10 outs. He won his first 2 starts, went around in a few stakes races, went well, and punters have been very loyal to him. They've been backing him without him getting the money, but they're on him today. They stuck solid with him, and he's been able to get the cash. Daggers with those blinkers back on. Trained by Tony Gollan, ridden by Tommy Berry. Pasima was good, back to the extreme outside, finished off, so that's good to see on this track today that we've got a back marker getting home. Then Larrikin Rogue, who was way back in the field as well. He's pinched third, and he took a bit of a trim in the market too, and we're just waiting for fourth, maybe number 20. 7, 1, 17 and 20. The winning margin was a length.
All right, let's have a chat to winning trainer Tony Gollan, and I guess that's the best possible start you could have hoped for, especially since he was the tab lay of the day, Tony.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. It's always very inspiring when they lay him on your way to the races. So I think Tim Ryan, he might have fell off him at the furlong somewhere when he was hanging onto his tail anyway. So no, it was good. So he went well. If I had been adamant, I was definitely going to the 1400, not the 1200. I might not have put the blinkers on him. As you see, he was a little bit fired up. The plan was to take it to the top on him, and he just raced away from him. He did a good job because he didn't execute the race as well as what he can, but there's obviously better races in store for him. I know he's been a bit of a bookie's favourite, not a punter's his first 2 runs here, but you can follow him with confidence now.
I think he just so enjoyed this 1400. He enjoyed, being in front on his own and not being hustled and bustled.
Well, he's got that great speed for this distance. Aussie did say to me that he thought this is his trip, 1400, and he got the right conditions today. I thought Eagle Farm the other day was that softer, heavy, and that's never too many Vinnies don't love that sort of ground. This is his go today. He's a beautiful big type of horse, and once he really gets into his rhythm up here with us, I think he's going to win better races than these benchmarks.
We had an upgrade already. Just listening to them thunder along this track, it sounds like it's going to be pretty quick today.
I think it'll be just a lovely track, really. I mean, they got a beautiful week of rain down here last week, and doesn't look to be ripping up like we've seen in the past. So I think we've got a nice week's break racing off it. The inside's beautiful, and most will get their chance. Service is fantastic.
What else is going to win for you today?
Oh, look, we've got a lot of good chances in. I thought Hidden Wealth was a really good chance in the last, so we'll be there all day.
Good on you, Tony. Well done.
Bit of movement in a middle draw. Set. One just marking time. Might be Caspanova. Set now. They're racing. Sunshine in My Pocket was in the back half of the field of the jump, third and fourth last away, in fact. Now is the hour, got a fly from the outside gate, and will cross it stablemate Bundella linking up with the course proper. Street Chasers third, and Soothsayer gets up to fourth. Then followed Royal Commodore, 2 lengths away, Slippin' Jimmy. The inside of Swiss Exile, further back to Caspanova, Sailor's Secret. Sunshine in My Pocket, fourth to last. To the outside of Warby, Iron Man, and last is Hidden Melody. 6:50 left to run. Now is the hour in front of the controlled tempo, 3/4 clear. Bundella second, Street Chase 3 out third. Royal Commodore rides the rails in fourth. Soothsayer, Sailor's Secret taking off, Slippin' Jimmy, Swiss Exile, Sunshine in My Pocket's going to be cast very wide at the bend. Iron Man, Caspanova, and Warby's last of all. At the 300, now is the hour, 2 clear from Royal Commodore. Sunshine in My Pocket out wider, running on, but it's now is the hour in front. Sunshine in My Pocket about a length away, 50 metres left to run. Now is the hour, trying to grip on. Sunshine in My Pocket, McDonald lifts it, and favourite wins. Sunshine in My Pocket got up beat. Now is the hour. Third, either Iron Man or Soothsayer. Hidden Melodies passed a few late, including Slippin' Jimmy, Caspanova, Royal Commodore, Street Chase. Then came Warby, Swiss Exile, Bundella, Sailor's Secret. Oh, he's just...
Well, he's got this up. Sunshine in My Pocket, gunning down the long-time leader. Now is the hour. Sunshine in My Pocket shunted very wide. He was on the back of Sailor's Secret, who was bringing him into the race, but then he was shunted very deep, widest almost at the top of the straight. But we see those colours successful again. They were just over half an hour ago in the first race here at the coast with Daggers. And we look at them turning into the straight here, and you can see McDonald getting around the heels of Sailor's Secret. But have a look at the kick by Now Is the Hour. He goes for home. He's got 3 lengths to make up on the outside. Sunshine in My Pocket, inch by inch, he's getting to him, and he grabs him right on the line. Now we're just waiting for third. Iron Man was running on strongly, and he gets that third spot. Fourth goes to number 11, Soothsayer, who was very good second up under the circumstances, Bernie. But yeah, these colours are hot to trot at the moment.
They are. I need to get a pair myself and trot around in them, I think. Kieran Maher joins me.
You look good in it, Bern.
Would I?
Yeah, I think you would.
They're my colour. Obviously, great win, an exciting finish.
Very good. Yeah, it's all his runs last prep, he was always getting home when the races were over, and he sort of had a long enough prep. We put the shades on him late, and you could see it did make a difference to him. But I said to James, look, he's going to be back there, so you might as well not try and overcomplicate it, but you'll have to get on your bike. And as he does, he seems to time it pretty well, doesn't he? Do
you feel the need to apologise to Tony?
No. I was glad to get one off him. I'd say he'll get a few today, so I'm glad that I got one.
Indeed. We are all very excited, of course, for the Hollindale Stakes. Now, Pride of Jenny, the bar gets shouted here on course. That would be something.
That would be something, yeah, for sure.
Drink Forex?
I'll drink anything, especially if we get up. No, she's really well. I think 1800s, and, you know, Tony's horse hung on pretty well there, so, you know, I'd say the track's racing pretty fair, which what I was meaning by that. And the horse is really well, so it's going to be a great race, isn't it?
It is indeed. Enjoy the day.
Cheers.
All right, there he is, winning trainer Kieran Maher, doing a superb job with Sunshine in My Pocket.
Slick time, Bernie. Slick time, 1935, 33.88 the last 600.
All right, J-Mac takes out the second, and J-Mac, that horse, I'm thinking gave you a great feel storming down the middle of the track.
Yeah, he certainly did that. He went really well because he wasn't quick away and we settled back, so he had all the work in front of him to do, but he made good, powerful strides late.
Is it even across the track here today?
I think it is. It walked really well too, so even though there's a little bit of kickback, not as bad as 12 months ago anyway, so every horse is going to get his chance. If they like it, they'll enjoy it.
Ready. They're racing now. Basilius half missed it. Second last into stride. No speed from Macedon Mission. Hard to find the early leader. Written Acclaim's pressing on with it now to take it up from Boom Ellie, St. Goddard, and Unloading's coursing wide going forward now. So Written Acclaim leads, Unloading into second, Boom Ellie's third. Duke of Albemarle 4th, and St Goddard settles down 5th in the wash-up. 2 lengths, Silken Salute, Berzelius. So Berry's going to stalk McDonald everywhere he goes. And 2 lengths away, Macedon Mission last of all. 600 metres left to run at halfway. Written Acclaim a length clear from unloading. Duke of Albemarle in 3rd, and 4th is Boom Alley. Silken Salute 5th, and then followed St Goddard. Berzelius is under a ride, 2nd last, and Macedon Mission last of all. Written Acclaim around the corner, leads by 2 lengths down to unloading. Out wider, St Goddard's called upon, then Boom Alley. Silken Salute, there's no Berzelius, but here's St Goddard at the 150 metre mark. He swept upon the lead. He dashed 2, 3 clear. The Ken Russell is all over. Look at him go. This expensive colt turns it into a rout. St Goddard won it by 5. Silken Salute's run 2nd. Berzelius actually got going again late as in a camera for 3rd with Boom Alley. Then Written Acclaim, Duke of Albemarle, Macedon Mission and Unloading. One of the last in.
A little bit fancy.
St Goddard, number 4, Waller and McDonald, $2.30, $1.20. Silken Salute, very good late there, picking up that 2nd spot. Close for 3rd, Bumeli, Berzelius, just waiting on that, but here a nice patient ride. He didn't jump that well. We saw Written Acclaim ended up going to the lead there, but he's been able to sort of have a nice first half, Bernie, before being produced on the outside, and let go with a nice turn of acceleration.
Terrific turn of foot, absolutely. But what I loved most, what about his demeanour? He's just loose, like he's hanging out at the pub.
Yeah.
Just really loose, happy to be here, relaxed, didn't turn a hair. Fantastic.
Yeah, $2.7 million colt. We saw a $2.8 million job. The next episode scored last week, and this guy, who's the full brother to Switzerland, get a bit of black type on the board at only start 2, so he's 2 for 2. He picks up a Group 3 today, and he did it in style today. He's a lovely colt. Bernie's spoken about his demeanour, and he's got the ability to make it the perfect package. I think Bernie's about to catch up with the great Darren Beedman.
I have indeed. I've just roped him in. You can come into the shade if that's a little bit easier. Wow, that was a super impressive win.
It certainly was. He's a real classic-looking colt, and from the moment that he came into Chris's stable, all the way through his 2-year-old campaign, he's really just progressed nicely. He just takes it all in his stride. Very professional. Worth every bit of the 2.7, but he's making a good fist of his racetrack performance, and it was just nice to see him have another dimension to his racing pattern, because he was on speed, but they went quite quick up front, and he just curled the mow back behind them and let loose.
He's really got a swagger, doesn't he? He's loose. He's just like perky.
Yeah, no. Probably a little bit like me in my younger years.
I was going to say that.
That's why I jumped in before you said it. But no, he's a classic looking colt, and he's got a bright prospect.
He does indeed. I feel like he's been given a slightly softer start. Maybe it was his timing about when he was ready to first be turned out.
Yeah, he could have easily lined up in some of the bigger races over the autumn carnival, but Chris being Chris and being the trainer he is, he treats them all as individuals, and he looks way beyond the moment, and it's proving dividends with this horse.
Yeah. Excellent work. We're waiting for Beedman.
Yeah. Hopefully he fires a shot today.
Indeed. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, let's have a chat with J Mac after he just gives the owners and connections a little bit of a rundown, but he looks like he's got a swagger in his step after that win as well. Obviously a pleasure to be winning the Ken Russell Memorial as well.
Yeah, for sure. Time honoured and very good building block towards really good races, with good horses. So he'll be no exception. He's a beauty.
Oh, isn't he? What about the way he just swaggers around?
Yeah, well, he costs a lot of money, and he's got a beautiful temperament. He's got killer looks, and he's got an incredible acceleration. So
further's not going to be a problem.
No. He's all class.
Well done. All right, there he is, J Mac. Oh, we got a bit excited about that fellow, I think, Maxie.
He was $11 for the sires. Now I reckon he's probably gone to about $3. Yeah, so 5 minutes ago he was $11 for the BRC sires, this fellow. Good time compared to Daggers as well, Bernie. Daggers 1935. He's gone 1970. A good final split too. He's recorded 34.32.
Still movement. Ready. Gates open. They're off and racing. 10 deep. Got a fly from the gates out wide. Tomato Toasty showing speed, and likewise Dirty Dancing. Bengal Diamond coming across from the wide draw into fourth spot. Then she's got Pizzazz the outside of Tora Bella. Pippi Beach around midfield with Glass of Rosé, Margot's Deal. Further back to Amplify, cast wide on the outside of Chevelle Chic, White Cap, and on its outside Zazu. Then followed by Lucky Girl, Sunset Dreaming, and Sweltering as last of all. Speed Good, 10 deep. At the half-mile marker, leads by a neck to Bengal Diamond Park second. 2 lengths away, Tomato Toasty in third. Gun running on the outside of Dirty Dancing fourth. A length and a half, she's got Pizzazz 5. Then Tora Bella. Next is Glass of Rosé. Amplify's been off the track. Pippi Beach held up on the rail. Margot's Deal, Zazu, Chevelle Chic, Lucky Girl, Sunset Dreaming, and Sweltering as last. Top of the straight, 400 left to run. 10 deep. Leads by a half to Bengal Diamond. Tomato Toasty now presents Dirty Dancing. She's got Pizzazz's running on. Then Glass of Rosé and Pippi Beach. Bengal Diamond hit a narrow lead. Tomato Toasty out after it. Dirty Dancing the far side. She's got Pizzazz. Here's a finish. She's got Pizzazz's coming right over the top. She's got Pizzazz. Won it. Beat Tomato Toasty and Bengal Diamond. Margot's Deals flashed home for fourth. Dirty Dancing, Pippi Beach the next pair in. Further back to 10 deep. Then Chevelle Chic, Glass of Rosé, Sweltering, Amplify, Lucky Girl, Zazu, Sunset Dreaming, Tora Bella.
She's got Pizzazz, number 6. Jamie Mellum, trained by Moody Coleman, but has been up here for a little while under the guidance of Desley Forster at Eagle Farm. She was a little worse than midfield last start in the Hariba at Mornington, but gets the cash today. Look at Desley. That's old Apache Chase days. She gets such a thrill.
Moody will be very proud of that.
Oh, absolutely. Look at where she's positioned here. 5th. The gallop was frenetic. Bengal Diamond was super there to hold on, and so too Tomato Toasty. They've carved out frenetic sections. But Jamie Mellon has just popped this mare in. She's got Pizzazz, and she's been able to finish strongly. Solid in the market too at around about $8. They're starting to tie up a little bit late where she was just starting to gather momentum, and she makes it 17 starts, 4 wins, and picks up the silk stocking here at the Gold Coast. So some black tie for her, courtesy of the victory today. All right, well, Desley's the representative. I think Desley might have brought her down here on the float, and happy results.
Happy results, all right. She was going to have a nice lazy day at home until she got the call, you better take this horse to the races. So good on you, Desi, on behalf of Moody and Coleman.
Yeah, no, it was good. She arrived up probably Thursday week ago, and Moods just sent her up and said, look, she's pretty cruisy, and she settled right in, and that says good way to start the carnival for Moods.
Do you ride her work?
Oh, yeah, I worked on Tuesday morning, and I did. And she worked really well, and she was really, like I said, she done her work beautiful, and she's pretty cruisy and laid back. And no, I think it's just good to get a nice winner for Moods and start the carnival in a good way.
Is she looking to ride out the carnival and finish up in a race like the Group 1 Tats Tiara?
I don't know, you'll have to ask the boss.
If she was yours, is that where she'd be going?
I think she's had a long campaign, so I'm not quite sure exactly what Moose has got in plan, but I know he picked this race out for her and has said it's all worked out beautiful.
Well done.
Thank you.
All right, there she is, Desley Forster, on behalf of winning trainers Peter Moody, Catherine Coleman, and a great effort by Jamie Mellum as well. She's got Pizzazz, takes out the 4th, so Maxie, numbers are 6, 9, 14 and 15.
Yeah, 121.50, and I think with that fast tempo, the final split was quite good as well. It comes up on that board and goes really quickly. 34.20. It's only up for about 0.2 of a second, the stats on the board there, but yeah, really good times overall and sectionally.
All right, that's it for the fourth. We'll be back for race 5 a little later. That'll be the Gold Coast bracelet for the 3-year-old fillies. Jamie Malcolm takes out the silk stocking on She's Got Pizzazz for Moody Coleman, and obviously a pretty sharp win, a very sharp finish for this lady today.
Yeah, look, I think she won the race the second she jumped well and put herself in a good spot. She was just push button out there to ride, and I didn't have any plans locked in, but I wanted to be as positive as we can, and in the end it was just you plan how you want a race to run. That's exactly what I wanted to happen, and not normally that happens, but today it did.
Yeah, and I mean, Pauline Demetrius had no luck at all at her last start.
Exactly, and Mornington is a very tough track. When you get back, you find bad luck. There's not much room in the straight for you to make up the ground late, and today just everything was perfect.
How do you think she would measure up in, a better race?
Yeah, look, she's a classy horse. She's a funny horse because she doesn't give you much of a feel when you go for her. I thought, she doesn't have much in the tank, and she just takes a long time to wind up, and hence why at Mornington she only had 200 metres. She needs a nice big straight. I think she'll be better on a track that's a bit bigger, a bit more open surface.
Excellent, well done.
Thank you.
Right. Here we go. Set. They're racing now. And Bella Wahine towards the inside was midfield away. Spicy Lou and Single Red, two of the best out, joined by Bondi Blossom. Bonus Season going forward from a wide draw. Adorable Thought, and then followed by Satono Invader. She's a Diva, copped the squeeze there, settles down midfield, one off on the outside of Bella Wahine. Then further back to Fireball Miss. They couldn't use the draw. She's ended up in the back half of the field at the outside of Nightline. She moves to Shortcut. Erin Joe, and going right back to last is Zulika. 1,200 metres left to run. Spicy Lou at a controlled tempo this afternoon. Leads half a length to Single Red. The Kiwi Filly Park second, the outside, no cover. Bondi Blossom third, and Bonus Season secures a good run in the race. Fourth, one out, one back on the back of the favourite. Satono Invader fifth, and then Adorable Thought sixth, one off. Next is Bella Wahine and She's a Diva. Further back to Nightline. Fireball Miss. Leader starting to roll now. The tempo has really quickened up. She moves to. Further back in the field is Zulika, and last of all is Erin Joe, and Shortcuts fourth last. Spicy Lou at the 600 metres. Barker head clear. Single Red goes with her. A length away, Bonus Season third. Taking off She's a Diva out very wide. Then Bondi Blossom. Adorable Thought. Satono Invader. Fireball Miss starting to pick up. Bella Wahine behind those. Single Red hit the front from Spicy Lou at the top of the straight. Bondi Blossom, Bella Wahine, Bonus Season, then Adorable Thought, Satono Invader, Fireball Miss out wider, it's Single Red in front, 150 to go, she leads by 2, but look at Nightline out wider, Nightline after Single Red, Nightline over the top, Nightline won it, Nightline beat Single Red, 13 Fireball Miss, and fourth either Bella Wahine or Zulika. Further back Bondi Blossom. Next in She Moves to and Shortcut. Further back to Spicy Lou. She's a Diva. Bonus Season. Erin Joe and Satono Invader.
Nightline, trained here at the Gold Coast by Tony and Madison Sears, gets up. What a ride by Mark Duplessis from that awkward gate. He was a man on a mission. They weren't going to keep him boxed in at the top of the straight. He got into the clear. He gave the Kiwi filly many lengths start at the top of the straight, but she's run Single Red down inside the last 100. Fireball Miss back in third. So we have a look here. You can see she's way back in the field there, around about midfield, trying to get out. Meanwhile, Single Red takes the lead away from Spicy Lou, who set up a frenetic gallop in front. So the Kiwi filly takes the lead. Single Red, she dashes clear, but now on the outside, Nightline gathering her in with every stride. They hit the line and she gets up. To the roar of the crowd, all of the Sears family and friends were watching it with us there, Bernie.
I think the they're all here. I think they're all here. Wait up, Mother Lee. I want to go straight to the top first. How do you keep this lot under control?
It's very hard, but yeah. I wasn't there on Tuesday, so this makes up for Tuesday.
All right, well, you're doing a great job.
No, I'm not. They are.
No, you are. She's the rock of the family, isn't she, Maddie?
She is. We'd be very lost without Mum. She keeps Dad and I in check, so that's brilliant.
And she kicks him out when he annoys her.
Yeah, basically.
Let's talk about this filly. And my God, can we talk about the ride you got?
Oh, honestly, at the top of the straight, there was a bit of a wall of horses, and the filly is very colt-like, and she pushed her way out, and I knew when she was going to get in the clear. I know, well, Dad and I know how good she is. She is very, very good. And yeah, I knew the turn of foot. Like, she had the turn of foot the other day in Brisbane, but she didn't like the wet. She chopped and changed her leads a few times, and I think that's what cost her. But she's top tier.
She certainly is. Enjoy the win. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm just going to hunt down your dash. All right, Tony. Tony, you need to come over here too, because you were
part trainer.
Part trainer. Okay, you can be a part-time trainer, and you were thinking, bloody hell, she needs a good ride. They were your words in the barriers.
Yeah, well, I will say I was a bit concerned, with the barrier, because as you know, that start's not that great, and Mark rode it perfect. He sort of rode her, probably nearly as good as when I was riding.
Oh, nearly as good.
Yeah, no, it was a great ride. He didn't panic, and we sort of, before the race, I said to him, don't try and change tactics, I will say one thing, I got a lot of confidence. I got a good friend here, and Lee Freedman. I think he's an absolute genius as a trainer, and he's been telling me for weeks. He said, Tony, that'll win the Oats. That he says a very good filly. So when someone like his, when he tells you that, you're full of confidence.
Yeah, that's especially with the stayers.
Yeah, well, he's had a lot of good fillies, and this horse is very special. She's got she's got gears that probably a lot of horses haven't got. We think she's a very, very good stayer in the making.
Good on you, Tone.
Thank you.
All in now, set to run. Red lights. Ready. They're racing now to a perfect dispatch away. They left in one line, although Tonkin copped a squeeze and has been spat out to last. Campai will lead them up early from Steady Ready. Scampy into third spot, and just off those unflinching four. Manolo, Bling, Flying Destiny around midfield. Golden Boom trying to find a spot. Tonkin deep. Even wider outweighed, and King Kappa last on the rails. Heading up towards the home corner at the 500. Campai a half clear from Steady Ready in second. 2 lengths away, unflinching third. Scampy fourth. Flying Destiny about to try and take off. Manolo, Bling. Tonkin's a mile back. King Kappa, Golden Boom past it. 250 left to run. Steady Ready hit a slender lead from Scampy. Flying Destiny out after them. Manolo, Bling squeezing through, one off the inside. Flying Destiny, Steady Ready. Look at Manolo, Bling get through late. Flying Destiny's just in front. Flying Destiny beat Manolo, Bling. Third in Steady Ready. Fourth King Kappa. Then Scampy, Golden Boom, Tonkin. Further back behind those, outweighed, unflinching, and Campai.
Well, Flying Destiny back to the 1,000 has been able to finish over the top of the Manolo. Bling through late for second. Steady Ready. How far him if he wasn't taken on by the bolter? And then King Kappa running on because of the frenetic tempo set by Campai out in the lead. But pretty cruisy late for Flying Destiny in the Derby colours there. Trained by Michael Freedman. And this is a stable to follow Bernie here in Queensland. Michael sending his horses up to Lee. It's a system that's working perfectly, and I think in years to come they could be right up there at the top of the premiership the way things are going at the moment. This horse was racing well in Sydney, but clearly now he's been up here for a while and has found his niche in life.
Yeah, he has. He's really taken the next step. I mean, when you go through his form, he's obviously been coming. He's a 6-year-old. He's rising 7, actually. He's been coming through those 78s and 80s, but there's no doubt he's been in sort of his career best form. I think it's all that love and care he gets from Shelley Simmons.
Yeah, absolutely. She loves the horses. 56.22, half a length, then 3/4 of a length. So fourth was King Kappa and fifth over Scampy, who seemed to be handy enough there. But a good fast gallop for the 1,000, 56.22. Matani holds the record, but it was the old, the track's been reshaped. Matani running 55.67 many, many years ago. But here's Michael Friedman, Bernie, the winning trainer, Flying Destiny.
Yeah, I was just wondering, what do you call like a group of Friedmans? Is it like a flurry of Friedmans?
What's the collective noun for Friedmans? I'm not sure.
What do you call yourselves? It's brilliant.
You can come up with something, I'm sure.
I'm thinking family reunions for Friedmans must be a blast.
Yeah, of sorts, yeah. Doesn't happen very often.
Well, that's all right. I'm sure it will, the older you all get. That was a brilliant win by this horse, and what a marvel he's been this preparation.
Yeah, Lee obviously does all the work with him up here and picked this race out for him, and he's just hit a rich vein of form up here. He obviously loves being up here, and he's the perfect sort of horse for us to have up here from Sydney, and Derby Racing, who are big supporters of the stable. It's great to have another nice win for him.
On paper, it looked like the flow of the race was going to suit him. I mean, it's such a bullish, argy-bargy. It's like a boxing ring, this race.
Yeah, we looked at it this morning and thought there's a ton of speed in it. So Jamie just sort of got him into the perfect spot where he was just stalking the speed, and he sort of looked the winner a fair way out. And he's such a genuine horse, and he's one of the stable favourites, old Desi.
Do you reckon that gets Lee a pay rise?
I don't think he needs one. I'm paying him too much already.
Good on you, Michael. Well done.
Thanks, Ben.
All right, and there he is, Michael Freeman. Of course, he is one of Lee's babies prior to the joining up, so I'm just going to get in there anyway. Come on, Lee. He's one of your babies, this fella.
Yes. Well, he came up here with a good reputation, but he was always a leader. What we found is dropping him back and tripping right him off the speed, he's a lot better. So, yeah, but credit to Michael, he picked the right horse to send up here.
It's one of your babies. All right, good job. Here's Jamie Mellum. Let's have a quick chat with her. But gosh, she always looked like she was in the right position. Sorry, doll. Well done. We might just move out. Yeah, have the photo for sure. Absolutely have the photo. Why not? 52 kilos. He obviously drew nice in 4. She let all that argy-bargy sort of go in front of her, and was smoking the pipe, as they say, coming to the turn for sure, and just waiting for this guy to let down. Said he ready, been softened up by Campai out in front. So you were there to reap the benefits, and he just had that lovely, kind, uninterrupted run. It's actually his first 1,000-metre win.
I thought they might be a touch too sharp for him today, just the speed that was going to be in the race. And he jumped and travelled and put himself there, and he shocked me how much speed he had early. I knew he'd be good late, but he just put himself in a dream spot. He's an absolute darling to ride. He's a kid's pony out there. He's beautiful, so I'd ride a horse like him any day.
Yeah, I think he's one of Shelley's favourites.
I know. I said, put me in line for him when he retires, but I think there's a few people already lined up.
How many are in that line? You must be accumulating horses pretty fast.
I don't need any more, but anyway, it's a habit. It's a bad habit of mine.
It's a great habit. Enjoy. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, there she is, Jamie Mellum. What a great effort. What a great habit to have, collecting retired racehorses and rehoming them. I love it. All right, 8 beats 12, 3 and 4.
Ready. Militarized had a dive at the gates. Gates are back. They're off and racing, and she left brilliantly. Pride of Jenny straight to the front from She's a Hustler. Golden Path is going forward. Zoology very wide, looking for a spot. Knight's Choice not far away. Birdman settles down around midfield. Half Yours is a fraction wide of that first bend. Then Miss Jolene, Militarize, and 2 lengths away. Kovalika going back to the tail. Pride of Jenny with an uncontested lead early, and Bates is allowed to let her go at the 1,300 metres mark, and she sooled forward to lead by 5 early. Golden Path in second. Zoology third. She's a Hustler fourth. The Knight's Choice is fifth. Further back to Birdman, Miss Jolene. Half Yours had to go back to third last to slot in one off of the outside of Militarize. And 2 lengths away, Kovalika going off the back. 900 metres left to run. Pride of Jenny, the best part of 16 lengths clear. Golden Path in second. Zoology the Bolter third, the outside. 2 lengths away, Knight's Choice. She's a Hustler in fifth, and then follow Miss Jolene, Birdman. Half Yours is a mile back with Militarize and Govalika. Declan Bates said, let's go, girl, at the 500 metres mark. Pride of Jenny comes up towards the Gold Coast home turn, leading by 12 lengths. She's a Hustler's about to run into second. Knight's Choice to third. Birdman, Half Yours gets to the outside, but it's Pride of Jenny clear. 300 metres left to run. She's 7 in front, but she's all out. Birdman runs to second, then She's a Hustler. Pride of Jenny, 125 left to run. 3 lengths clear, 2 lengths clear. Birdman's coming out after her. Pride of Jenny's gripping on. Declan's done it all of the way. Pride of Jenny wins the Hollandale Stakes. Second in Birdman, and third, She's a Hustler. Fourth, the camera, Half Yours, Kovalika or Militarize. Further back to Knight's Choice. Then came Golden Path, Miss Jolene, Zoology, Take a Bow, Jenny.
Take a bow, Jenny. Yes, Mitch. I don't know that I've seen a horse get a standing ovation. 100 out. Everybody, no matter what you're on there, you're applauding something very special.
Yes, possibly the free beer from the public.
I knew it was something. Yeah, the 4X beer for everybody here today, thanks to this marvellous horse. To do that, 20 lengths in front halfway through, it was shades of the QE2 in Sydney a couple of years ago.
Yeah, extraordinary. You know, obviously she's adapted to this amazing pattern of racing of Catch Me If You Can, and it just adds so much more to the race, doesn't it? I mean, sure, it really upsets everybody else, but to her connections, to Kieran Maher, to Declan Bates, it's extraordinary. It must be just
extraordinary.
Makes the hair stand up on the back of your neck, doesn't it?
Yeah, Birdman was great there. He's reduced the margin to about 3/4 of a length, I think. And then we had She's a Hustler. She was good. Half Yours was 30 lengths off Pride of Jenny at the 1,000-metre mark. Now, he's run 4th, but he's not going to lose any admirers whatsoever. But all of the admiration today is for one horse only. This is Pride of Jenny. This is start number 47 as an older horse. And do you know, Bernie, in a couple of months' time, she is going to turn 9 years of age. Think about that.
What happens then?
Well, she's probably going to be back here next year doing the same thing.
Yeah, she really is. I mean, we haven't seen her much. We saw her up here, I think, this time, obviously, last year for her run in the Doomben Cup. But yeah, to get up close and personal with her here today, she really is a magnificent girl. She's tall and strong and, yeah, just beautiful.
Just looking at the concluding stage.
Kieran Maher will be making his way over here. Obviously, there's a lot of backslapping and kissing going on here after taking out this race.
Yeah, and I think Tony's here too, Tony Otterbray, who's had this mare retired. I think she's pulled up lame after a run, a number of health issues she's had over the years, but yeah, she's come back from retirement, and to do what they're doing is just amazing. So we want to hear from the winning trainer.
Well, we do indeed. Her story is just so extraordinary, and how do you keep her going, at this stage of her career?
Well, I was mindful that she had 3 very tough runs, and just given how well she went first up, I just thought that probably the only thing you can do is overtrain her, and we just kept her ticking over. She's here with my brother, and she's been at Bong Bong Farm, so 2 pretty nice establishments, and look, they've all done a great job. They've all played a good hand, but we've just kept her fresh, and when she stepped well, I thought, pretty quick whether you're on, and I thought, whoa, that was nice, and I thought we might be on today, and track, you would think the Gold Coast would suit her style, and it certainly did.
I mean, physically, she's a big girl. I mean, she's a real athlete, isn't she?
Yeah, but she's sprinting flat out from the 1,000, so she's used to doing that, being off the bridle a long way out, and just super from deck. It's great. It's fantastic. Tony, he's got a heap of friends and family up here, so yeah, it's fantastic.
I mean, you're a horseman, you're a horse rider. I mean, riding like that is a big thrill.
Yeah, when a couple of other jockeys have ride her and I'm like, go a furlong earlier rather than a furlong late. Normally you're talking about whether you go at the 550 or the 520, and you say going 200 metres earlier. She's certainly very different, and she's just a marvel. Like, you have a look at her, she's just a beautiful mare, and she's got a great constitution.
She failed in the Doomben Cup last year. Is that where you're going again?
She looks in better form this year.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. We'll look forward to it. Well done, Kieran.
Thank you.
All right, let's have a chat with Declan Bates now. And Declan, I'm sure every jockey that watches you ride this mare just thinks what a thrill it would be. How do you manage it? How do you predict sort of where you start to let her slide? I mean, obviously it's got to be managed.
Yes. Obviously you go out with a plan A, but a lot of it with her is the feed she's giving me, and I really just work with her. It's all about her, letting her do her thing especially when she's really loving it and on song. And I knew very early today we were in business. It's probably the first time since the Queen Elizabeth that she's pinged the lids and really grabbed it from the off. And it's not very often you're happy when a horse does that, but I knew I was happy, but at the same time, all right, I just got to manage you now, so it's a matter of letting her take me. And I still felt we had done it she had done it within herself. She wasn't overdoing it, so I was happy to commit pretty early. And yeah, you ride her like you couldn't ride any other horse like you do on her. They'd have no chance, but she's just made of different stuff, this horse.
Do the other jockeys in the room, do they sort of get the shits with you?
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Because, I mean, you just ruin everyone's pattern of racing when you're in the race.
Yeah, no, it's funny. I do. There is look, it's just another race at the end of the day. But it is kind of funny. Even walking out with Kieran the last day, a couple of jockeys walk up and just say good luck to you as you're walking out, and that never happens. So it's just there is a bit of an aura about her. Yeah, it's just amazing to be a part of.
She's very, very special. I mean, it must be exhausting having those kinds of tactics every time she goes out. So it's pretty hard to win every time. She's going into the Doomben Cup. Kieran says that she's in a lot better form this year than she was last year.
Yeah, certainly I think so. I'd agree. I wasn't on her this time last year, but her autumn prep was great. We haven't won a race on her this prep, which was a source of frustration for me, but it wasn't because I felt she was below par. I actually feel she's been flying this whole time in, and that's why I was pretty relieved just to get a win on the board today and get back in this winner's enclosure.
We look forward to seeing you in the Doomben Cup. Well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
Sylph, okay to start. Back up in the stalls now, Sylph. Set to run. And they're racing immediately, and she was about third last into stride after all that. Stardom left well with Platinum Pantheon and showing speed as Beska. Sunrays just off those with Nepo Baby and Aerodrome to their outside. Further back to Military Tycoon, who's cast wide of the first bend, and Blitzberg on the rail. Sylph's just off those, over racing though, and Beeman up on its outside. Motorsports is next, and then followed Sky Glider, Dance Gavin Dance, and Hidden Future is last of all. Stardom in front, 600 metres left to run. Stardom leads 3/4. Beska in second. Aerodrome's done it tough in third, 3 wide. Nepo Baby fourth the rail, the inside of Platinum Pantheon, then followed by Military Tycoon, Sunrays, Beebens on the 3 wide line. Blitzberg, Motorsports, Sylph, Sky Glider, Hidden Future, Dance Gavin Dances last. Topping the straight, Stardom in front. Nepo Baby ducked back to the inside. Platinum Pantheon needs a way clear. Here's Beeman starting to wind up now. 150 to go. Stardom's in front from Nepo Baby. Beeman pounces on that pair. Motorsports very late. Beeman, this is his house. Beeman won it. He wins the Ken Russell last year and now the Gold Coast Guineas this year. He beat Nepo Baby and Motorsports. Fourth in either Stardom or Sky Glider. Platinum Pantheon. Further back to Blitzberg, Hidden Future. Next in Military Tycoon. Further back Dance Gavin Dance, Beska, Sylph. She wasn't the same today. Sunrays and Aerodrome, one of the last in.
Well, punters rejoicing that followed the money in on Beedman, trained by Peter Snowden, ridden by McDonald. That was a McDonald Perler. He wanted to ride him quietly, and he got a pretty cheap first half before he started to just sort of track up with cover. And he held him together at the top of the straight and then let him rip. That's what they wanted to see. Those were the tactics devised by trainer Peter Snowden. He told us all on the radio this morning they were going to ride him quietly, let him find the line as they did in that recent trial in Sydney. Look at him hooking to the outside in the red colours, going out after the leader. Nepo Baby giving a strong kick on the rails there. Motorsports, the Godolphin runner, was good out of the pack late to get third, and Stardom holds down that fourth spot. Sylph has faded over the final part, but Beedman loves it here on the Gold Coast, and why wouldn't he? The colt by Schnitzel has had 2 starts here for 2 wins, a year apart, the Ken Russell, and now coming back as a 3-year-old and wins the Gold Coast Guineas. Top performance by Beedman, and he's run a bit of time, 1 minute 9.19. We'll have the sectional time shortly, a length and then a head. So Peter Snowden, he knows his horses backwards, but he wasn't happy with the horse at his last 2 starts, so they devised different tactics today.
Certainly have, Maxie, and it's worked. So Peter joins us now. So welcome back to the Gold Coast, and wow, that was smooth.
Yeah, it was easy to watch actually. I was quietly confident he relaxed when he got that far back, but it's just the last couple of starts, he drew bad gates, and just going forward, I think backfired. He's just been over racing and just leaving him short at the end, but today he was really good. He built into it, and he was strong late, and I think we can keep riding on those sort of races. I think we'll get better results.
Great parade. I mean, he's seriously a magnificent animal.
Yeah, a long way to find a better type than what he is. He looks a lot better than Darren Bevan, but he's a lovely horse and a beautiful horse to deal with. He's got a great nature. He's got a great temperament, and hopefully he can be a good horse.
What will be the plan now this winter?
Yeah, good question. I had a plan, but the discussions were made to run him next week in the 10,000, but that's on the table. But ultimately, like a race like the Stradbroke is where you want to be, and to try and we go to 1350, 1400 with the 3-year-old race in a couple of weeks, 2 weeks into that, or we back him up next week. We'll more or less see how the horse pulls up and make a call after a couple of days' time.
He looks relaxed. Is he relaxed at home?
I know he's bomb-proof. He's absolutely, he's so good. Yeah, he's so good to work with.
Fantastic. Great to have you here. Enjoy the win.
Thanks, Ben. Thank you very much.
There he is, winning trainer Peter Snowden. Now we'll have a quick chat with winning jockey James McDonald. He's just going to have a quick photo. No, he's going to run away? No, he's having a photo. So, yeah, take a look at that horse, ladies and gentlemen. You will go, as Peter Snowden said, you'll go a long way to find a better looking horse than that. And I'm sure he gave J-Mac a magnificent feel here today. Wow, that was super.
Yeah, it was. First time we've ridden him a bit conservative, and he responded really well. So, well done to Peter and Henry and all the team there, because they had the confidence of giving him a chance early, and it paid off today.
They attempted to back up in the Doomben 10,000 next week, but ultimate task is to head towards the Stradbroke.
Yeah, I reckon that's a good race for him. Down in the weights, I think he'll run really well over the 1350, and I like it. The pressure of a Stradbroke would really suit him as well, so he could switch off. If he drew a good gate, he's in it up to his ears, but I've got to ride in the Doomben 10,000, so I don't want him running there.
Well, you can talk him out of it.
Talk to him out of it, yeah.
Good job, all right, enjoy the win. Well, he's got a lot of talking to do right now. All right, that's it for the Gold Coast Guineas, and won by the favourite Beedman here. 2 beats, 10, 12 and 13. And as Maxie said, they ran pretty slick time here as well.
1,200 metres under the lights. Set. They're racing now. Hidden Wealth was about 4th into stride. Navy on the Highway, Midnight in Tokyo, 2 of the best out. Now, Euroborus was a bit slow into stride and is getting ridden to go forward. Hidden Wealth's got past it. Shower of Goma next. Further back to Redford. Tunes a little wide, looking for a spot into that first quarter. Just off those is Metal Art. 2 lengths away to Golden Decade. And going back to last is Safrado. And Paray is running fourth last one off the fence. It's Hidden Wealth in front, leading by Nick McDonald. Was able to take the favourite to the top. Euroborus in second, and third the inside is Midnight in Tokyo. Navy on the highway travels fifth. Tunes on a wide trip sixth. Further back to Redford on the rail, then Shower of Goma, Paray, Metal Art, Golden Decade. Safrado is last. Topping the straight inside the 400. Hidden Wealth leads by 3 parts of a length. Tune running on quickly. Got to second. Shower of Goma, Navy on the highway. Midnight in Tokyo. Paray's out wide on the track. Hidden Wealth's in front, 150 to go. There's a wall closing. Tune, Paray out wider. Safrado, Midnight in Tokyo. Here's a finish. Safrado right out wide will grab them all. Safrado's bloused them late to beat either Tuned or Redford. Can you believe it? Hidden Wealth's going to miss the lot. Next in Metal Art. Further back, Navy on the highway. Euroborus next in. Shower of Goma, Paray, Golden Decade towards the tail end. What a finish.
Crikey, where to look at the 200. This has come from Stone. This has come from a mile off them.
Surfers Paradise.
Yes, well, further. It's come from Stone. Goodness gracious me, the tempo was frenetic. Euroborus couldn't even get near them early. We had Navy on the highway up there, Hidden Wealth. Midnight in Tokyo was trucking, actually travelling up on the speed. Look at the horse on the extreme outside. This is Safrado. He's still got 3 lengths to make up. Hidden Wealth bobbing, Tuned, trying to get to him. Paray wide out. Redford coming through with the red cap. Safrado right on the line. Well, he does like it here. I think this might be his first win here, Safrado, but I think he was unluckily beaten by Hidden Wealth one day here at the coast, but that's been an amazing performance. They really did hook along there. They've run 1:9.41, so smart overall time, and Safrado has got it from Tuned. He was gallant. Redford, then Hidden Wealth, and Midnight in Tokyo back in 5th.
An extraordinary win. Rex Lip joins us for a chat now, and I mean, he's been such a flagship horse for you, this guy, but he's also been incredibly unlucky.
Well, Bernie, we've had every start he's had, there's been something's gone wrong with him here. And I said to Tom, well, it could be changed today. So anyway, it has, thank God.
How did you come to get Tom Cherry?
Well, believe it or not, I sat until last. I never had a rider at 5 to 12. Because I was sitting and waiting and see who was available, and Tom's manager rang me up. He said, Tom's horse is going to be scratched. Would you like him on? And then when I put him on, they put down Tommy Berry. And then that was a mix-up, and he said, no. Anyway, Tom Berry, this fella ended up with 2 rides in the race as it was, and the other one was scratched. So everything's just panned out beautifully.
Okay, so you're watching the race, you're a long way off them. What are you thinking?
Oh, well, just another good run. Yeah, but he has got a scintillating finish when he does put it down.
He's won nearly $2 million now.
Yeah, no, it's a good little ATM.
What's going to be your winter plan? I mean, he's very much a winter horse, actually.
Yeah, well, I think we'll take the lower grades, and the lower ones. I don't think we'll go for the big ones. I don't think he's that sort of horse, but I think he's this sort of class he'll meet all the time, and we'll go from there.
Excellent work. Enjoy the win, Rex.
Thanks, Bernie.
Yeah, great job. Winning trainer Rex Lip there. We're going to have a talk to Tom Sherry, who got mixed up with Tom Berry. I can see how that would happen a lot, actually, if you say them a bit quicker. He was down to ride, actually, King of Rosu. Let's just start through here. Nice kiss there. Oh, he's made the most of a great day here. What a finish. Take me through that.
I think he's a good horse on his day, and he's probably been a bit unlucky last preparation, but I thought his trolls are really good leading into today, and Rex was confident if to switch him off early and he'll give a good finish, but he showed great fight, didn't he? Like, he quickened and then he just kept going and great determination, and just great for Rex and the team as well.
It is. I mean, he's been a wonderful horse. He takes his earnings to almost $2 million now, and he's always had a big finish, and he's always had a lot of bad luck.
Yeah, and it's just the style of the horse. He's probably going to be more unlucky than not. But I was just adamant to stay out and not drop to the fence early and just buying my time. But yeah, credit to Rex. I think he bled last start and last preparation. So for him to get him back to his best today is a good job.
And a great ride. Well done.
Thanks very much.
All right, there he is, Tom Sherry, doing a superb job.